Hi, folks at home. It is I, Brandon, aka Ashenworks. Jamie has pressed the button. I should probably also press the button.
What button?
It is Jamie's 10-month sub anniversary and my 11th month anniversary. So
Oh, I pressed the button too.
Tag is a little loud for me. And Mara just subscribed Tier 1 for 3 months. Hi Mara, thank you for the sub. Very glad to have you here. And I see
Mara,
an Aki.
the button.
The buttons, all of the buttons. Celine, Aki, hello. We're hanging out. It's time for another Wednesday night Magic Commander. I am your host, Brandon, aka Ashenworks, and I'm one of 2 co-founders of Huntsman's Hydra, and we have the other one with me, Mariah, aka Mischievous Red.
Hi.
Jamie's fucked off to do their own intro, which you can check out at twitch.tv/JamieWolf. And then finally, we have Strike Red Kite with us.
Hello, hello.
Hanging out and having a good time. And yes, a huge thank you to Celine for helping Strike with camera and lighting setup. Because it does look a lot better. But yeah, so we're gonna wait on Jamie to talk about commanders, just so I'm not doing them in a random order. But also, do I have it set up on this one? If you're on the Twitters, go retweet that we're live. Just nice. If
you have
do
announcements,
that.
Brandon.
I was getting there.
Okay.
So several announcements. First off, I am streaming tomorrow on my channel, twitch.tv/Ashenworks. I will just shout myself out on my own channel because that's not narcissistic at all. Good reason to. I am doing crowd control Breath of the Wild, as in the Legend of Zelda game that's open world, and I've added a randomizer. So come hang out, throw coins at me to make terrible things happen. Like, you can straight up kill me, cause thunderstorms, change the time of day, cause weather effects, and all kinds of other shenanigans. And along with that, I might be leveling up, aka tomorrow's my birthday, so you know, it would be cool if you came and hung out with me while I played video games. And so yeah, then along with that, we are working on new Patreon and Ko-fi rewards. We actually got a new patron. Thank you, Killer Bunny, if you're in chat, for joining as a Hydra Horror. We'll be adding more cool stuff soon. And then we have our subathon later this month, the 27th through the 29th, where we're gonna have 3 one-shots, including a game that I'm designing, which is a Blades in the Dark hack called Guilds in Gold. We're also gonna have Elden Ring randomizer, Commander Plane Chase, so there'll be planes cards that affect everybody, and you can control who gets affected or who gets affected worse. And all kinds of other shenanigans, including some Patreon exclusive content that we're trying out for the first time, so you get to see that live. And then if you really like it, you can sign up for Patreon to keep it going. Beyond all
We should
that,
just do Planes Chase all the time.
you know, if we hit the goal, I might make one of our 2 Magic streams a month a Plane Chase game. Yeah.
Oh boy.
But we gotta hit the full amount for that. So, which I don't have on here. We are currently raising money to cover some unexpected bills that have come mine and Mariah's way that allow me, and if we can do that, it allows me to keep doing this instead of getting a real job. Quote unquote real. So check out our Ko-fi goal.
Traditional job?
Yeah, traditional job. A 9 to 5 office job. But yeah, go check out our Ko-fi or consider signing up on Patreon or Ko-fi. Instead of a job my dad would recognize. You're so very right. And so yeah, now that Jamie's here, welcome
Hi.
on, Jamie. We can talk about commanders.
Yeah, I should switch to the Magic the Gathering screen.
I have brought my good boy Ziatora, the Incinerator. He is 3 black, red, green for a total of 6 mana. He is a 6/6 demon dragon with flying. And at the beginning of my end step, I can sacrifice another creature. When I do, Ziatora deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target, including people's faces, and I get 3 treasure tokens. So I have dubbed this deck All That Glitters. And I will pass it to the next person in the turn order, Jamie.
Yeah, so I'm playing Omnath, Locus of Rage. So fun fact, Brown over in the Huntsman's Hydra Discord put together a spreadsheet of wins and losses and decks played here on Huntsman's Hydra. And surprising no one, I have the highest ratio of wins to losses and also just the highest win rate. However, this is the only deck I've played that I own currently that has not won a Commander Night. So either this is the weakest deck I have and someone else gets to win tonight, or I get to, round out the very funny, Red. I get to round out the collection of my decks and bring home a win for Omnath. However, arguably this is my least built. There's not even a Soul Ring in here. So
Landfall deck. You don't need Soul Ring.
I was gonna say you're running green, like.
Yeah, it's fair. Parker.
Oh, hi Parker. Thank you for raiding with your party of 5. If you don't know the Pixie Parker, they are a lovely individual who spends a lot of time over here on the Huntsman's Hydra. So you need to go check them out. I am sure it was having a sad time because I'm pretty sure she finished Stray, which is the cat game.
Yeah, the
and
cat
no
game.
spoilers. No spoilers in
Yeah.
chat because someone
Did they
hasn't
have
finished
a sad
it.
ending?
Emotional ending.
It has an
Excuse me.
emotional ending.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry
You
whenever
talk.
I finish it.
Mhm.
You are, and then you can talk to Parker about it.
Yep.
Actually, an announcement I did forget to talk about, Mariah.
What's up?
We announced the cast for Shifting Worlds over on our Ko-fi and Patreon, but since you're here with us tonight, I'll just go ahead and spoil it for everybody. We have Mischievous
There's a few cast
Red.
members in chat.
Yeah, we do. We have Mischievous Red as our storyteller / GM. We Have Jazz Elves, aka Mara, as a player. The Pixie Parker, aka Parker, as a player. Ileana Knight, also known as Rue. So we have Parker and Rue, both from Fire in the Dark, joining the Shifting Worlds cast. Nobleman Nick, over from Gehenna, has come on. And finally, I am forgetting...
Ivy Raven.
Yeah, I was like username. Ivy Raven, who is from McStabber Studios, or at least their vampire game, Windy City by Night.
Yes. Parker and Rue and Mariah are all excellent players, storytellers that I can attest to from personal experience.
And pure fucking chaos.
And pure fucking chaos. However, it's bound and sure to be a wonderful time for everyone. There is a cat on the board.
Is it a
but-
2/2?
This cat?
2-1.
No, this cat is a very good girl who had to go get a shot today. Hi Haley.
So a 0/1. Got it.
She had to get her second antibiotic shot today for her skin infection. So she's mad at me.
Oh, see, Audrey's mad at me because I have to give her antibiotics, and she's been under the bed all day.
Oh, see, Diva, when Diva's mad at me, she just lays on my bed and stares at me. She's less mad now, obviously, because she's here on my Magic the Gathering stuff, which I don't know if that means she's mad at me or that she's just wanting attention. Anyway, I believe Mariah was about to introduce
Oh,
our commander.
you're right.
Yes.
I am playing Edgar Markov. A 3, a red, a white, and a black. A 4/4 Imminence. Whenever I cast another vampire spell, if Edgar Markov is in the command zone or on the battlefield, create a 1/1 black vampire creature token. He has first strike and haste, and whenever Edgar Markov attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each vampire you control.
That motherfucker. Eminence was such a poor choice.
It's such a cool design. Why are the 4 that exist so broken?
Yeah, I would like to see more Eminence in slightly less power crunchy.
You,
ways.
Brandon, you say they're broken. None of my Imminence commanders are as high on the commander tier list as the commanders you have.
Okay,
So Imminence is not broken.
that is most popular, first off. Second, mine are more easily obtainable.
They're
Mine are not
popular typically because they're winning.
mine are not $100 cards.
Mine aren't $100 cards either.
Edgar was 90s.
80.
Whatever. Moving on. Strike, what you got for us?
I have a card I opened in a pack, so I didn't pay extra
Also-
for it.
Also very solid.
Myrel, Shield of Argive is 3 and a white for a 3/4 legendary human soldier. Whenever Myrel, Shield of Argive attacks, create X 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens, where X is the number of soldiers you control. And there's also something on here about during my turn, my opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. I'm sure that won't come up.
I'm not playing blue.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't see any blue on the board. I think we're okay.
I mean, it means I can't. I mean, I already couldn't cast spells on your turn, but it also means I can't crack treasures on your turn.
Yep.
Means you can't do anything.
Yeah, basically. Which is
I
fine.
mean, if you had any instance you could have cast on turn.
No, I can't cast spells. Can't cast spells.
Well, yeah,
You
if
can't activate abilities or anything either.
Yep.
But yeah. So we did already roll to determine who goes first. I'm going first, and as such, I am the person who had to mulligan down to 6 cards. So I'll just get us started, I guess. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Let's get it started.
I'm gonna play a Savage Lands, which enters the battlefield tapped, and pass it to Jamie.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Untap, upkeep, nothing. I will play a Blighted Woodland. And then I will tap it for a colorless and play an Explorer's Scope. And I will pass the turn.
Oh, that's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm used to being last, sorry.
You specifically didn't want to be last.
I know. Untap and upkeep, then draw for turn. That's a good one to have. We are going to... We're gonna do a mountain for turn. We're gonna tap said mountain. Gonna bring Falconearth Gorger into the battlefield.
That looks like a vampire.
He
Eminence
is
trigger.
indeed a vampire. So I get a black vampire creature token. That's a 1/1.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, this is already out of hand.
It's 1 card, okay?
It's
Oh, see,
it is turn 1, 2 creatures.
That's fine. I passed turn.
All right, I'm going to draw. Oh boy, this is going to be a thing. I'm going to play Windbrisk Heights. Comes into play tapped. I look at the top 4 cards of my library with Hideaway.
Oh, it's a hideaway land.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that one. Exiled with Hideaway, and these on the bottom of the library. So we'll just stick that there, and I will pass the turn.
I think that's like my second favorite hideaway card I've seen.
Very pretty.
Other one's Mosswort Bridge, which is the
I run a fair number of non-basics, considering this is a mono white deck, but
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like I've got room in a mono white deck to get away with that sort of thing.
yeah.
I
Play a
I don't
forest.
run that in Odric, but I'm trying to remember what non-basics I do run in there.
Some of us can't be super cool, so we're gonna do a turn 2 creature. Black, I'm gonna play Zulaport Cutthroat.
creature.
Turn 2, Jamie. Turn 2. Anyways, Zulaport Cutthroat. Whenever it or another creature I control dies, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. And with that, I'm gonna pass.
I remember running that asshole in standard at one point because that was a standard that I actually played in. Untap, upkeep.
Well, now he's a commander
Draw.
legend. Hey, Jamie, are we doing gonna figure out how to do draft of Shadow of Innistrad?
Not over a stream like this.
Well, no.
Maybe.
I have to take 5 consecutive days of leave at some point this year, so
5 consecutive?
it's a law.
I'm going to play a Dryad Arbor. This is a land that's also a creature. I
In
give-
Omnath, what?
Yeah, I play Dryad Arbor for my land for turn. Dryad Arbor is it's so weird, but it's so fun. I love it. All right, and then I'm going to tap 2. One
Doesn't
in a
Dryad
green.
Arbor have summoning sickness?
It can still tap as a land. It can be tapped as a land. It can't be tapped to attack, but it can be tapped as a land.
I didn't think the creatures could tap for any abilities, mana or otherwise.
It doesn't have a mana. Dryad Arbor isn't a spell. It's affected by summoning sickness and has. Okay, wait, hold on. Now I'm confused.
Our
Can I not-
judge says it cannot tap.
Dryad Arbor. Dryad
Correct,
Arbor.
you used to be a judge too, right?
I did not. My friend did.
I said strike.
I used to be
We have 2 judges. 2 judges who say can't tap.
I am absolutely conflict of interested out here.
There's a second judge who says it, so you're good.
That's fair. I will 100% admit I could totally be wrong. Last time I was a judge, damage went on the stack. Okay.
That's so fair. You're right. I can't actually tap it. So, can I take that back? Because I have something else.
Takesy
Yeah.
backsies.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. I want to be able to actually do something that I was wanting
You want
to
to
do.
play cards on your turn? What kind of?
I would. I'm just gonna play a mountain instead, and tap to play a rampant growth. Search my library for a basic land card, put it onto the
You have
battlefield
green
tab.
mana for that?
Fucking hell, no, I don't. God damn it. I am shit out of luck, actually. I think I'm just kind of fucked, with how my cards, because I thought I could tap Dryad Arbor, so I guess I'm just gonna play Dryad Arbor and say pass, because, fuck it.
But you have a creature.
I do, kind of, yes. Go ahead.
It can block. That's what matters.
I'm not blocking with Dryad Arbor, you fucking kidding me? Anyway, go ahead, Mariah.
Oh, right. Untap. Draw for turn. Oh, nice. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Okay, so we are going to. I was hoping for it, but it's not going to be enough to put anything else on the field.
Quick side tangent, Mariah.
What?
Star did the math on the conversation we were having about the moon earlier today. And it's enough money to make 36 and a half round trips to the moon.
That's funny.
Is that the Mega Millions jackpot?
No, it's how much money Muskrat has lost.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm going to put Path of the Ancestry on the board tapped. Then let's see. I am going to. What do you have on the field, Brandon? What's that?
I have a 1/1.
A 1/1. Okay. Strike. I'm gonna. See, here's the thing. Jamie's playing a new deck.
Oh yeah,
But-
you weren't
so, like,
there the last time Jamie played Omnath.
I don't know how to rate this deck in terms of threat level.
It's very weak compared
it's-
to everything else.
It is like we talk about how Audric's the weakest deck that Jamie owns. I actually think Omnath is the weakest deck Jamie owns.
Mm-hmm.
But if
I think
Omnath,
Audric's the weakest competitive. Not true competitive, but competitive like in games with us is what
Yeah.
they were doing with it.
Omnath's not great, is all I'm gonna say.
Okay, so I
he
will
tries
attack you
his
then
best.
strike with Falcon with the Gorger. 2/1.
I will take 2 because I have no options.
for now,
And then I will pass turn.
All right. I will untap, draw. I feel like my deck is making fun of me right now. I'm going to play
Dude.
Path of Ancestry, tapped, and pass the turn.
I like the art for that one. It looks cool.
Yeah, I had to raid one of our 40k decks for it.
Okay.
That's fair.
So I finally sat down to put like all of the cards and sleeves for the decks I'm in the process of assembling, because the first time I played this deck, I actually wound up 10 cards short without realizing it, because the software said we had the cards and I'd been putting cards into sleeves. Hadn't realized that there were a number of cards that we owned, but I hadn't actually like taken out of disassembled decks to put into this deck.
Mhm.
So I finally went through. I'm like, all right, well, I'd better get Path of Ancestry. And it's like, oh, the only copies we have left are those.
40K.
Okay, well, 40K it is then.
Hey, anybody have a graveyard?
No.
I mean,
No.
I have one, but it's empty.
Okay, I'm gonna exile Strike's empty graveyard with Jukabog.
Jukabug.
That's fine.
Is yeah. And then I'm gonna ding Jamie for 1.
I'll take 1. All right.
This is your medication check. If it's time to take your meds, please do so. I'm gonna get up and take mine. And pass the turn.
It is not time yet. All right, I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw. Okay, interesting. I am going to play a Rootbound Crag for turn. It does not come in tapped because, fun fact, Dryad Arbor is a forest.
Yes, it is.
And then
What card did you just put in? Sorry.
Rootbound Crag. It's a land, enters the battlefield tapped unless I control a mountain or a forest. And fun fact, Dryad Arbor is a forest.
Got it.
And then I'm trying to get value. What do I want to do? I'm going to tap 1 and equip Explorer Scope to Dryad Arbor. And then I'm going to attack Brandon back for 1 since he pinged me. So
Jamie's hitting you for 1.
Take it.
He takes
Alright.
it.
all right, so when equipped creature attacks, I look at the top card of my library, and if it is a land card, I may put it onto the battlefield tapped. That's the Explorer Scope. Look at top card. It is a mountain, or a forest, not a mountain. So it comes onto the battlefield tapped. This is technically still equipped. This is a land. And with my remaining 1 mana, I do nothing. And I pass the turn to Mariah.
Cool. Untap. Upkeep, draw. Cool. Then I will how do I want to do this? Okay.
Someone needs her claws trimmed. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
I don't know
dry?
how that would work. Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
Well, we would get the nail clippers and the. Sorry. Question, love.
Okay, so I have Path of Ancestry, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
If I tap it to give another card mana, or like to trigger another land that I then use to cast a vampire, I don't
No.
get the scry trigger, right?
No.
Okay,
Correct.
that's what I thought.
Same with if you did it with like the artifact that you tap a mana for to get the, you know what I mean, the signets, I think.
Okay, I'm still gonna do it this way though. So I'm going to land for turn. Feel Fetid Teeth. Tap Path of Ancestry, which can be a yellow or a black. Yeah, can be yellow or black. And so I will then tap this to be a yellow and a black. And 1 for Markov Purifier.
I assume that is a vampire as well. It is.
It is indeed a
It
vampire.
sounds like it.
What would have given it away?
Get yourself another token.
Yeah.
That one has summoning sickness though.
It does indeed.
That is an interesting border on Markov Purifier. That's cool.
That is the showcase border for Crimson Val.
Okay. So. Strike, I'm going to ping you again for 2.
I mean, okay.
Por qué no?
Jamie and Brandon are swinging at each other, so they'll take care of each other. No one's taking care of you yet, so.
Brandon and I are just here like, do you want to take one? You want to take one?
You want to take one? One.
Ping, 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 ping.
Also, I don't like your commander. I don't care that's not on the field yet.
You know, we could say the same thing to you.
We really could.
Yeah, except that your commander's doing things while not being on the field.
I decline to take your kindly offered damage. Thank you very much.
Pass the turn.
All right. I will untap, draw.
I feel like y'all don't like Edgar.
Oh.
I'm going to play a Blighted Step.
All right. That looks familiar, I say, looking down at my blighted woodland.
I mean, I felt left out, so I decided it was a good idea.
That is so valid. Does that do the same thing as blighted woodland, just in white?
No, it taps and sacrifices to gain 2 life for each creature I control.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a blighted one of everything, but they do something color pie
Related. Yeah.
I'm going to play an intrepid hero from all the way back in my high school days of Urza's Saga and pass the turn.
Wow.
Yep.
You said that in such like an announcer voice way, and I loved it.
That was you really went in on the Yu-Gi-Oh voice there. Just tap destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's fucking Oh my god.
Well, that's... I don't like that card.
No, that's tap, destroy your commander.
Hey, I am
It's,
going
it's
to...
still called a summon. Good lord.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah, that card is 20 plus years old.
I'm gonna play a fancy mountain,
That's a very pretty mountain.
and Jamie, are we trading again?
Do you want to?
Not really.
I'm not gonna stop you. If you want to ping me for one, that's fine. It gives me the opportunity to ping you back and go look at the top of my deck for a land again. I will take the one if you want to ping me.
Sure, I'll let you do it. Take one.
Thanks. I will take the one.
See, I'm just keeping it even strike. It's not my fault you can't attack me back. Or you couldn't attack me back.
I still wouldn't
There's
attack
a
back with
nice
that
lady
intrepid.
with a shield waiting to attack you back.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. See?
Are you doing anything else, Brandon?
I'm passing.
All right. I will untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. That's probably good to have. I will play a land for turn. I will then... Okay. Can I... Is this possible? I think it is. All right. I'm going to tap 2 to play Sword of the Animist.
Mm-hmm.
Equipped creature gets +1/+1, and whenever it attacks, I can search my library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. I'll then
Okay.
tap 2 to equip Sword of the Animist to Dryad Arbor.
This is actually just... This is Dryad Arbor Voltron. That's what this
And
deck
that is
is.
what it's... You know what? That's all I got right now. Then I will swing at Brandon for 2, but
Rude.
prior to damage, goes on the stack. I will do the Explorer's Scope trigger first. Resolve that first. So I will look at the top of my deck first for to see if it's a land card. If it is, it goes on the battlefield tapped. It is! Alright. Then, Sword of the Animist trigger, I get to go look for a land.
This
And then
is
shuffle.
a ridiculous amount of ramp off of a forest. I'm just going to throw that out there, even
Okay.
for green.
Okay. Jamie, I'm done swinging
Yeah?
at you.
That's so valid, actually.
Why? They can still swing at you and get the procs. Can't they?
Yeah.
That's true. My creature is now bigger than yours.
That's fair. I'm just
Except
announcing.
if I do swing and Brandon blocks, then what happens? Oh wait, no, it's
Those
not
are both
deals 1
on
damage.
attack
It's-
triggers, yeah.
Yeah.
Those triggers happen regardless.
Yep. Oh, those triggers happen regardless. I just meant that his creature, when it dies, I lose a life, not deals a damage to my Dryad Arbor, so he couldn't kill it with that instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think whether or not you decide to attack Jamie really matters anymore, Brandon.
It doesn't, but I wanted to make conversation.
Thank you for the conversation. I appreciate it. I'm so
We love it.
Also, Fancy Mountain, Jamie. We gotta go to Fancy Mountain.
Fancy mountain. All right. And then I will wait. I just shuffled my deck without pulling the land out for the fucking Sword of the Animist.
That's hilarious.
Now you gotta shuffle again.
Now I gotta shuffle again because I gotta go get the actual forest and then shuffle my. Good fucking god! Wait, does it come in tapped? It does.
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
All right, just double checking.
Yeah, because I
Alright.
totally run Sword of the Animist in both of my mono white decks.
Well,
That-
I mean, if
that
you're
is
running mono
valid.
white if you're running mono white equipment, it's not a bad plan actually.
I mean, even with non-equipment lists, like there's just not that much ramp in white.
That's
Well,
so valid.
there wasn't until last 2 years.
We still
I mean,
not
even
really.
still, there's not a bunch of ramp. There's
It's not
white has
ramp.
gotten more powerful.
It's not, well, it's gotten some ramp. Like, the first thing that comes to mind is Archaeomancer's map.
Sure.
But it requires someone else having more lands than you. But
Yeah,
usually there's a
almost
green player at the
everything in-
table.
Yeah,
almost
all of
everything in white
ran.
requires someone else to have more than you to get anything.
Ever
with
since
that.
land tax.
Yeah. All right. I think. Yeah, I am done. I will pass the turn to Mariah.
Cool.
Then again, I'm sitting here never having missed a land drop, and I'm looking at 7 lands over there.
I am at 7 lands. Yes.
Untap. Draw for turn. Okay. I'm going to play Unclaimed Territory. The creature type I choose is vampire.
What?
No. Who
No
would have
shit.
thought? Who would have thought?
No, choose elementals, please.
Soldiers. Soldiers are a valid option.
Okay. So then I will do a black. 1, 2, 3 for Camber the Plunderer. He's a vampire, so I do get a vampire. Then she's partnered with Lorraine, so I can go find Lorraine. And she enters my hand, or she enters my hand for my library, and then I'll shuffle. I'm gonna finish my turn before I do that though, because I can't like play her or anything this turn because I'm not tapped. But let's see. I'm going to swing at you, strike with Markov Purifier, and you, Brandon, with Falcon Wrath Gorger.
I'm gonna take 2.
Okay.
I like how she says she's keeping it even as she drops me far below everybody else.
We're still all in the 30s, except for Mariah. Like.
Even is less than her.
I mean, I get.
We're fucking with
No,
you,
no.
love.
No, it's fine.
Right.
Did you take it?
I did.
Yeah,
Okay, so
and you gain 2.
I gain 2. And then I don't have mana to pay the Markup Purifier cost. So then I will pass the turn.
Okay, go get Lorraine.
Oh.
All right.
Not vampire.
Let's untap.
She is not a vampire.
Let's
She's a human.
draw. Let's play a Daru encampment. We're going to pretend that all of my cards aren't 20 years old.
They're
I think
not
it's kind of cool
all.
if they're old.
You have a 40k card that came out in December.
All right. Daru encampment for colorless. Blighted Steppe for colorless. Path of Ancestry for white. Windbrisk Heights for white. To play Baird, Steward of Argive, because I am sick of getting attacked every turn. Baird, Steward of Argive is 2/4.
Oh.
With Vigilance, creatures can't attack you or a planeswalker you control unless their controller pays 1 colorless for each of those creatures.
Taxes! Taxes
They
have
have to
entered the
pay a
field!
colorless.
Yep, you have to pay colors per creature.
So you can you tap something to like? Can you tap a normal land, or does it have to start off as colorless?
Oh,
no,
any
it's
land.
generic.
It's any-
fine.
Any land.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's generic. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I should
It's-
say
it is
generic and not
generic.
colorless.
Not colorless. Colorless is wastes. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah. It
Just
is
making
not,
sure.
you do not need a wingding. All right, and because I played a soldier with Path of Ancestry, I'm going to scry one.
Okay, I have pulled out Lorraine the Diviner into my hand. Now I'm shuffling.
I'm going to keep that on top. We'll go with that. And I will pass the turn.
You gotta pay to swing in this household. Look, we're
Dang right.
swingers here, but we don't
But-
swing for free.
Haley, I have the perfect deck for you. I'm gonna put it together before you come over next time. Blue-white spirits, except I'm putting Ghostly Prison and Propaganda in it.
Oh god, gross. Wait, you have a ghostly prison and a propaganda?
Yeah, I have plenty of Propagandas. We own 1 copy of Ghostly Prison. It came with the Spirits Precon.
Oh goody. It's your turn, Brandon.
Okay. Actually, at the end of Blackjack's turn.
That's not blackjack.
Wow, at the end of Strike's turn.
I mean,
Because I'm
least I'm
looking.
not-
No one has anybody's names. I don't. Yeah, at least it's not like earlier where I had Strike confused with Mariah. That was fun. Hey Cole, I'm pretty sure you can add that as a quote. You have.
A VIP badge, not a mob badge.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it set to VIP. Otherwise,
Also, hi
just,
Cole.
like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna play the instant big score, and
Oh no, that one.
I have to discard a card, and then I draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens.
We're good. We're not playing Tergrid then.
Well, I am probably never gonna play this deck when you play Turkey.
Do
I
you
know better.
have to discard? Do you have to discard a lot?
I just end up. Is it only when we discard? Because I thought you had things
And
for just
sacrifice.
discard
I-
and sacrifice.
sacrifice, and then there's a couple of discard decks in here.
Yeah.
Let's just say
Uh,
best card draw in red is discard.
I am going to get rid of this forest, and I'm going to draw 2 cards and make.
Yeah, you have it set to mods, not VIPs, Brandon.
Oh, all right.
got it.
Well, I tried. I'll change it to VIPs later.
I can
'Cause
change it probably now, actually.
That's also entry number 69. That is.
That's so good.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, and then I will go to my turn. I will untap, upkeep, draw.
I think Pro's tired of these. Yeah.
Are going to.
Okay, now it is set to VIP.
Cool. Thank you. That's
Yep.
good because Cole's usually the one who catches quotes during Denari's half dozen, so that'll help me out. I am going. I'm going to tap play Academy Manufacturer. Whenever I make
Okay.
a clue, food, or treasure token, I get 1 of each.
Makes sense.
And I'm going to tap treasure for green, play Farseek.
Farseek is everything but a forest, right?
Yeah, everything but a
Mhm.
forest. I will do that in just a second.
And it
'Cause,
doesn't specify basic, so you almost always grab a Triome with it.
Mhm.
Yep. Last thing I'm going to do is play a Gruul Turf. There's a battlefield tapped, and I'm going to bounce Bejeweled Bog back to my hand.
That was a good plan.
That's all that. I'm going to move
Good plays, Brandon.
combat and then to instep. And I'm going to find myself probably my Triome. And then pass to while I shuffle.
Okay. Well, I'm going to untap, upkeep, draw for turn.
Ziatora's Proving Ground. Yep.
Didn't work. How do you edit a quote, Brandon?
You need a space
Between the 69 and the edit? Or the-
between quote and 69.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. I am going to tap 1 and a green for Steve.
Steve!
Sakura Tribe Elder.
There's a
Sakura
Steve
Tribe
somewhere
Elder.
in here.
Sakura Tribe Elder is a shaman, a 1/1 that sacrifice and search your library for a basic land, put it on the battlefield tapped, shuffle your library, basically. So we have a Steve. Notice I didn't play a land for turn. That's because I don't have any.
You don't need any.
In this deck, I always need land. Second, I'm going to tap 4, 1 red, 1 green, and 2 more for Mina and Den Wildborn. And this is the pre-release promo Mina and Den that I got playing the midnight release of Battle for Zendikar.
Very nice.
Actually, I think it was Oath of the Gatewatch. It was Mina and Den, the follow-up set. But Mina and Den is a 4/4 legendary elf ally. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Tap a red and a green, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Target creature gains trample until end of turn.
That's gross. I don't like that.
And then last but not least, I'm going to swing the Dryad Arbor at Brandon again.
2, right?
It is 2 coming at you. Yes, 2/2.
Okay.
Prior to damage, though, the attack triggers go off.
Okay.
So first things first, I'm going to resolve the Explorer Scope. Top is a land again. And then I get to go Sword of the Animist. I get to go find a land. So while I'm doing that, go ahead and say whatever it is you're gonna do.
We're gonna bounce. I'm gonna put Academy Manufacturer in front of you. It's a 1/3, so they'll do a little bouncy bounce.
Academy. Oh yeah, they will just bounce off each other.
Now you can swing at me as much as you want, as long as it's with that.
It is a basic land, right? Okay, so it's just a basic land.
Sword
All
of
right.
the Animist is always basic.
Yeah. All right, so I'll go get a mountain. And then
You know what they need to
shuffle.
reprint? All the swords. All of them.
That would be
Oh,
nice.
Sword of
Make them
Feast and Famine.
vaguely, even a little bit reasonably priced.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the only one they've reprinted is Hearth and Home, which was in Modern Horizons 2.
Mina and Den are fucking amazing. I love them so much.
I love.
They are basically. They are basically they are an alternate commander for this deck, basically. Like they would work almost as well as Omnath. But that's besides the point. I am, after all of that, going to pass the turn to Mariah.
Cool. Untap. No upkeep. Draw.
Yeah, Pulsar, I want to know what kind of bars you're going to.
Don't ask questions. You don't want to know.
Not in my hand. Just a card that got left on the deck.
It's okay. Brown's gonna go to the Dominaria Remastered draft Friday and pull 3 Vampiric Tutor.
Oh, absolutely. There's
As
definitely.
as I have decreed.
That's absolutely what's gonna happen. 100%.
Okay.
Monk,
So,
thank you for resubbing with your Prime sub.
RIP to all those streamers who didn't get Monk's sub this week.
I'm going to play Vault of the Archangel as my land for turn. Then I'm going to tap each of these for a black. Shocker. I am casting a vampire. Oops. 1, 2 for Henrika Domnathi.
Is that one of them fancy transforming vampires?
It
Yep.
is indeed.
Get to do a couple
Yes.
things and then transform and be a terror.
Or I can just transform if I choose to.
That is fair.
Henrika.
Okay. Domnathi.
Nah. Trika Donathi. At the beginning of your combat turn, choose one that hasn't been chosen.
She's also
Everyone
flying.
sacrifices a creature. And you draw a card and lose a life, or you transform her. Interesting.
Okay, so combat. Beginning of combat, choose one. Each player sacrifices a creature.
In response to that, I'm going to sacrifice Steve and go find a card. Go find a basic land
Okay.
and put it onto the battlefield tab.
In response to that, Jamie, I'm going to tap the Intrepid Hero and kill your very fancy promo card.
That's so
Okay.
rude.
So that's 2 cards that have died.
I can no longer sacrifice a creature.
Yes,
I have
you
no
can.
legal target. Oh, yes, I can. I have to sacrifice Dryad Arbor.
3 cards have died.
Intrepid Hero is unfortunately not long for this world.
4,
5.
5. Okay, and then
And-
I do one of my own. Well, I should do one of the vampires. Okay, so
Trigger on
because
the stack. I deal 1 damage to everyone and gain a life.
Okay, so wait. Yes, I take 1 damage. Or is it everyone loses a life? It's not a damage.
Sorry. Yes, everyone loses a life, and I gain a life.
okay,
I've put a dent in Mariah's defenses.
whenever a creature and opponent dies, you gain 1 life and create a blood token. So I gain 5 life and create 5 blood tokens.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me go find my blood tokens.
Blood, gallons of the stuff.
Blood.
Blood, gallons of the stuff.
Combat proper. So I will. Greg, what blockers do you have?
Currently, I have Baird, Steward of Argive, who will tax you if you would like to attack.
Yeah. And then Jamie, you just have artifacts and
nothing.
equipment. Yeah. Brandon, what do you
nothing.
have?
I have a 1/3.
Okay. I am going to swing at you, Brandon, with Canberra the Plunderer. And then you, Jamie, with Markov Purifier.
I take 3.
You can come at me because I lost my Discord connection there for a second.
Yes, I did come at you, sorry. With the 2/3 Markov Purifier.
I will take 2.
Okay, each of them have lifelink, so I gain 5. Okay. So then, instep, I'm not paying the 2. I think that's my only instep trigger. Yeah. I will then pass the turn.
What created the blood tokens earlier, by the way?
Camber.
Camber.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good for her.
I'm going to play a Plains for turn. I do have basic lands in this deck. I knew they were around here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll do.
Is that your first basic planes?
It
Yes.
is.
We'll bring Myrel in. She does technically share a creature type with my commander. 2 of them, actually, coincidentally enough. So I will scry. Oh, you can hang out right there, buddy. And I will pass the turn.
And tap. Draw. That's unfortunate. Play. Thing I kind of wish I had played last turn if I knew Rico was gonna. Actually, no, it's not even worth. Yeah. Turf. Green. Okay, Kodama's reach.
Kadama's reach.
I played the swamp this time. Cards, reveal those cards, one on the battlefield, tap, and the other. Mountain. That in a second. That mountain's gonna go to my hand. Yeah, we'll. Keep a.
Oh, I
block.
didn't do my scry one. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Combat main phase 2. Tap
Putting on
everything
top.
else. Black. Black market. Whenever a creature dies, put a charge counter on black market.
Ooh.
Been
That's
great.
a nasty card.
Would have been great last round.
I somehow have this sneaking suspicion more creatures will die.
Mhm.
Well,
Only if you decide to block.
That's true.
guys, I will pass the.
Okay, before I take my actual turn, I'm going to send my stream over to Huntsman's Hydra because I'm having the funky bitrate thing again, and I'm
your-
dropping over 60% of my
Is your-
frames.
Your VPN
It's
on?
not on. It's not
Okay.
on.
I figured you
I,
checked, but I thought I would ask.
Like, I'll double check now, but like it shouldn't be. Yeah, it's not on. So I'm just having some bitrate issues. So I'm sending the stream over to y'all real quick.
So fair.
And then
Appreciate Jamie.
yeah,
Hey
I don't know
everybody,
why
I do a Soul Link Nuzlocke with Jamie on our off weeks. You should go make sure you're following Jamie. And Jamie, thank you for the raid.
I thought y'all weren't doing Nuzlocks anymore.
no.
No, we took a one week break because I was ready
Oh.
to drive to Jamie's location,
and strangle me.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we took a week off, but we're giving it 3 more tries on the one we're on, and then we're gonna change.
Yeah, we'll change to something else. We have a couple ideas.
We have a couple ideas. All right. Anyway, for my actual turn, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh. Brandon,
What's up?
if I do something that's very beneficial for all of us, but especially you, will you promise not to use it against me on your next turn?
Yeah, my target's Mariah.
Okay. I'm gonna tap 1 red, and because of all the creatures, blasphemous act and destroy all creatures on field.
Hey,
Okay, so order. I pick Camphor the Plunderer to go last. So if we want to do, I think I have more creatures than everyone else, so she can go
So-
last.
Doesn't it happen to everything simultaneously?
Yeah, it happens
So-
all simultaneously. It sees all the death.
Yeah, it will.
It sees all
will,
death. Okay.
It sees it
It
all.
will see all the deaths. So you're gonna get 3 more triggers off of that because it's whenever a creature an opponent controls dies.
Yeah. I know, not mine.
Baird, you were a good steward.
I do need to know how many creatures you're losing, Mariah,
1, 2, 3. I am losing 4.
including
So I-
your
And the
tokens?
tokens. All
Okay, the token.
tokens.
Sorry.
Seven.
So that's
7?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so 10
So this
total.
goes to 8. I need another dice. Well, no, because we don't have more. She's not on the board anymore.
7.
And then I gain 3.
You too, Brandon.
I'm working on
You're-
it. I'm still shuffling from Kodamas.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wait, what?
I'm-
What does Brandon gain life from?
Brandon's not gaining life. Brandon's gaining about 10 trigger stacks on black market.
Yeah. I knew that. Okay.
Yeah, he's not gaining any life as far as I know.
Okay. I said I gained 3 life, and then Jamie said, "You too, Brandon." I was like, "What?" Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah, no. I meant he hadn't destroyed
a
his creature
timing
on the
thing,
field.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest, Jamie. There's not much I can do at
Okay.
the moment.
Well,
I appreciate it.
Black market is still a very scary card, and I was about to make it have a lot
No,
of value for you.
I
It does have
appreciate-
a lot of value for.
I appreciate it. It won't come at you.
Thank you. Now
I will
black
play
market.
an opalescence so it can.
Where creature dies. Oh yeah, those charge counters don't empty. That's just 10 mana you
Yeah,
have
that's
now.
just 10 mana he gets every turn from now on.
Yep. All right. So after doing that for 1 mana because of all the creatures on field, I'm then going to tap 7 and cast Omnath, Locus of Rage.
I mean, click that. Sorry, y'all.
It's like,
Yeah.
What did you? What happened?
I misclicked and hit a tabletop talk for crowdfunder, and it
Oh.
opened on my Huntsman's Hydra tab that it shouldn't have. So the
Interesting.
other browser that was open.
Weird.
Oh, do y'all want a betting pool? I can make a betting pool.
The betting pool currently, I think, is still in Mariah's favor. Heavily. And then with my 1 remaining mana, I'm going to tap 1 and equip the Explorer's Scope to Omnath. And I will pass the turn to Mariah.
Is that something that I can do, Brandon? Oh, predictions. Here we go.
I got it.
Okay, you got it.
It's not my turn. I
untap.
figure I'd do it. It is limited to 2 options, so I've randomly assigned.
you can do a poll.
You could do.
Yeah,
both.
but then they can't use points. Oh wait, they
Okay.
changed it. I can't put more options.
I'll put more options then.
Heck yeah.
All right. Sorry, what was your question, Mariah?
I don't think I had one.
Oh, okay. Well, it's your turn.
Yeah, I untapped. And I drew. It's processing what I wanted to do next. Okay, so I'll do a swamp for turn for my land.
So y'all, if you're in chat right now, which we stream this live every other week, Wednesday night Magic, you can spend your channel points to predict who will win. And if you're right, you get a bunch of channel points.
Yep. What treasure tokens count as mana, right?
They are artifacts.
When you tap them. Sorry.
You
When you
tap and
sack them.
sacrifice them for mana, yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
that was what I was asking. Ooh. Okay.
Haley, go eat something.
Go eat Haley.
Drive down there.
Oh wait, I don't know who the best person for that is yet.
I did
Okay.
eat before stream, and I will be eating after stream.
So I am going to do 2 blacks. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4. But I do get to scry 1. For Temathar, Baron of Bats. Another one of Brandon's favorite vampires. Not at all. Scry 1.
Good on you for remembering that trigger. I always forget that fucking land trigger when you use it to pay. When I run that card in Audric or literally any of my other tribal decks.
We'll keep that. On top.
Oh, hey, Nini.
Right, how do you spell that dude's name again?
Timothar.
Thank you. Thank you, Strike.
I mean,
Then
you thought I was Mariah earlier. I figured I'd just answer.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I knew that joke was coming.
It's like a
Oh,
train
right,
wreck.
this
See it coming.
bullshit.
yeah.
So as a note, the little search thing on spell table, you don't have to get the first thing. So I just typed in Baron of Bats and it came up.
Mm-hmm.
I then pass the turn.
All right, my board is considerably more lonely than it was a few minutes ago, which is fine. It's fine, really. I'm going to play a demolition field.
Oh, I'm very glad I did what I did before you played that.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
I was tapped out, so I couldn't have used it.
Well, I feel like I have to just start rebuilding, so let's go ahead and tap a whole bunch of mana for Myrel. Again,
Welcome back, Myrel.
Try one. You can stay. And that is all of my mana, so I will pass the turn.
Right.
There is a minute and a half left on the prediction pool, everybody.
Thank you, Jamie.
I went all Pete Rose on it.
You voted for someone other than yourself?
No, Pete Rose bet on himself. That's why he
Oh.
got banned from the Major League Hall of Fame.
Huh.
Untap.
Because he was gambling on games he was in, which is a big no-no. But his
Yeah.
argument was, but I was betting on my team. So
Right. I
was
wasn't
still encouraging my team to win. Like I wasn't like throwing games or anything.
I wasn't pulling the
Black Sox.
Black Sox. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, trust me. As someone who grew up a White Sox fan, trust me. I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna play this mountain. Also,
Alrighty.
at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I get 10 black mana in my mana pool.
That sounds like a commander cast to me.
It
I'm
does.
gonna spend 6 of it to first play Marionette Master.
Uh-oh.
Fabricate 3. Are you gonna make the servos, or are you gonna?
Servos.
All right, 3 servos coming in.
Cause they're sacrifice slaughter.
Yep.
Yeah, they are.
And then
Almost as
I'm-
much as your treasure tokens.
I'm gonna use the last 4 black and then red and a green
For Ziatora.
for Ziatora, the Incinerator. And with that, I'm going to what?
Sorry. I thought something was funny. Never mind, it's fine.
Anyways,
Everything's fine.
check something. Okay. We're gonna move to the end step. I am going to sacrifice a servo and
Marionette Master trigger.
first, or yeah, 2 triggers on the stack. First, Marionette Master. Mariah, lose a life.
Okay.
And then next, Ziatora trigger. Mariah, kill your token vampire.
Okay. I feel targeted. I'm kidding.
It's only because you're being targeted.
Mm-hmm.
And then I make.
What happens if you exile a commander? It goes back to command zone, right?
It
Yeah.
can go back to the command zone. It doesn't have to.
Yeah,
Okay.
it can also go to the graveyard.
Yeah, you can. If it dies, it can go to the graveyard or to the command zone. Anytime it would change zones,
Okay.
you can always choose to put it in the command zone, but you can only do that when it happens.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, like, if you decide, you know what, no, I'm going to let it go to the graveyard, you can't decide 2 turns later. Actually, I kind of wish.
Yeah, and it is also worth noting that you redirect it. So, for instance, when I finally have Tear Grid, if I force you to sacrifice your commander, I get to take that thing from the graveyard, but you can redirect it from the command zone, so I can't.
Right. That's true.
Because it no longer hits the graveyard before it goes back to the command zone. There was a time where that was not the case.
Okay. Thank you.
And with that, I got some blockers. I've got some mana. I will pass the turn.
Did I? I did. It's technically my turn, but I just realized that I got up for the express purpose of getting my meds, and then refilled my drink, but didn't get my meds.
Please go take your meds. So folks, as a reminder, tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific, we will be live over on twitch.tv/AshenWorks. Check out my username in the chat or over here on Spell Table. And we're going to play Breath of the Wild randomized with the crowd control mod. So, if you want to cause some chaos on my birthday, that's the place to do it.
All right, go get Brandon your money. Anyway, untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. All right.
I've also turned on all the free redemptions for crowd control. So even people who don't have money can enjoy the show.
Yeah. All right, this needs to be done, I think, in a very specific way.
Wednesday. Hello.
Yeah, it's Wednesday Night Magic.
No, my brain got confused.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Warstorm Surge. Warstorm Surge is an enchantment. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under my control, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player.
That's cool.
It is. I will then play a land for turn. Omnath landfall trigger. I get a 5/5 elemental, and I will kill Marionette Master.
I just want to point out the Baron of Bats.
Oh no, I know.
Like this
I'm not
is
done.
it's never gonna get bigger than 1. I want you to know.
Oh yeah.
Baron
No,
of Bats is never gonna get bigger.
it's not
It's
about
not-
getting bigger.
Marionette Master is based off its power, though.
All right. Then I'm going to tap 3 and play Harrow. Harrow. As an additional cost to play Harrow, sack a land and search your library for 2 basic land cards and put them into play. Not tapped. That is, I need to be very clear about that. They don't come in tapped. It's one of the few times that it doesn't bring lands in tapped. So I sacrifice, actually, I need those mountains. I sacrifice a forest. Go get 2 more basic lands. In this case, I will get a mountain and a forest coming in untapped. That's 2 more Omnath triggers, which will come in and each do an additional 5 points of damage. I should just use a die to keep track of how many of these things I have. So I have 3. So 2 more 5-point damage. I'm going to do 5 points of damage to Baron of Bats and 5 points of damage to Myrel.
Yep. That'll do
Wait, say
me.
it one more time.
5 points of damage to Baron of Bats and 5 points of damage to Myrel.
Is that a result of a spell?
It is the result of a landfall trigger and an ETB effect, so no.
Okay.
That's
right.
Okay.
But to target with any ability, you still have to pay the ward cost.
Oh, what is the ward cost?
Discard a card.
Oh, I can do that. What do I have in my hands? I will discard a rampant growth. And then sorry, I was still going. And now I have to shuffle, because shuffling is a thing. And Mariah has the biggest life pool, right?
Yes.
All right. So then, with the mana that just came in, I'm gonna tap 2 and equip Sword of the Animist to Omnath. I need to finish shuffling because I'm gonna get an Explorer Scope trigger. I'm gonna swing Omnath at you, Mariah, for 6 commander damage.
Take it.
Yes, so 6 Omnath commander damage, and then at the attack step, I'm gonna finish shuffling. First things first.
Does it not subtract down on my main thing? I forget.
No.
What commander damage?
No,
Two,
but it
three,
does. It
four,
does
five,
also do
six.
that. So then I look at the top card. If it's a land, it comes in tapped. It is a land, so it comes in. That gives me another Omnath trigger. So these go up to. I have 4 of these. I'm going to do 5 damage to Ziatora.
Wait, didn't you
because
play a land already for turn?
it was the Explorer Scope trigger.
Oh, the Explorer Scope trigger. That's
Yeah. That came in. That made an elemental. I do 5 damage to Ziatora, and then the Sword of the Animist trigger goes off, and I go get another forest, and that's another landfall trigger on him, and I do 5 more damage to Ziatora. And then I have 1 mana remaining and 1. Yeah, I'm done. I passed the turn to Mariah.
Cool. Untap.
Maybe we'll run out of basics eventually.
This deck has almost 50 basic lands.
Eventually.
Draw for turn. Okay.
Yeah, OBS was being a dick, Rob. Thanks for coming by.
I'm going to pay a black and 1, 2 for Dark Imposter. I get to scry 1 because it is a vampire. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Putting
the
that on
Bloodborne
top.
lady.
Yeah. I also get a black vampire creature token.
Diva, darling. Now is Diva. Honey.
3 mana left.
Just trying to look at my tokens. Babe, you're stepping on my cards.
Hey, they're just basic full art lands. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So,
Diva wants to play.
So when are you gonna build Diva Lord Windgrace deck?
Diva would not be a Lord Windgrace deck. Diva
Yeah, I know,
would
but it's
have
the
to
first
be...
black cat in Magic that came to mind.
That's so fair. Diva, I don't know what deck Diva would be. I'd have to think about it.
Okay, then I'm going to do a red and then 2. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is black, so I can pay this for the 2. For Lorene the Diversion. She's not a vampire.
Gear Strike. Click on the thing in Spell Table, not in Twitch, in order to see the card.
Then I will pass the turn.
Okay, well, Myrel is apparently never coming back. That's just a thing. Which is fine. It's not like I need to be able to play her to... No, wait, yeah, I totally do. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's do this. White, 1, 2, 3. For Sarah Redeemer, I'll scry 1.
Do have another.
Well, I can at least king make, kind of. And then that is literally everything I can do. I guess I pass the turn.
Yeah. Draw.
Between your treasure tokens and your black market, you have a shit ton of mana, my friend.
I do.
Does the one with the landfall deck?
Oh, I think I have half the mana he does.
And Jamie, as promised, I will continue to not throw it at you, but you need to stop. Don't kill my dude just because you have targets.
I mean, I can also target players is the thing, but I wanted to get things
Look
off. That was the last creature that wasn't a token on the field, okay?
Anyways, I'm going to... I have... And actually, how many creatures died?
1, 2, 3 total.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, 4, because the Marionette Master.
Yep, 4
Marionette
creatures
Master.
died.
And I forgot
I
when I
lost one.
sacrificed... Yeah, you lost 1. Strike, you only lost 1?
Mm-hmm.
I only had 1 to lose.
So add 4 more counters to that black market.
Actually...
5 more because you sacrificed the servo.
Yeah. Actually at 15.
Yeah, pick the order of elimination? Oh boy, no. Absolutely not.
I don't know if I can do that many. I haven't seen how many predictions you can do yet. So I'm gonna use 6 mana plus a red and a green to get Ziatora back. And
yeah, I don't know what the point is in destroying your commander when you have that much mana. You can literally just getting them back will not be an issue.
That's fair. I was more just being threatening. If you still did it, I know I'm fine. So that was 6 of it. I'm gonna use another 3 and play Victimize.
What does Victimize do?
Choose 2 target creature cards in your graveyard. Sacrifice a creature. If you do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose
sack a servo, get Marionette Master, get a bunch more servos.
I am going to yes, sack a servo, which will, and I'm gonna get Academy Manufacturer and Marionette Master. Battlefield tapped. So
what was the first one?
Academy Manufacturer. Anytime I get treasure, I also get a clue and a food token.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then you get 3 more servos.
Yeah. I'm at 4 servos, 3 of which have summoning sickness.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
What's up?
So let's say that. Never mind. I answered my own question. Sorry about it.
Okay.
Are food tokens artifacts?
Yes,
yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I think they're all considered token artifacts.
Yeah, I think so too. I was just double checking.
I will double check. It is, yep, token artifact food.
Moving to start getting dice ready. So, moving to end step, I have a Ziatora trigger. I am going to sack a servo.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to deal. Second. Yeah, I am going to deal 1 damage to Mariah, and then another damage to, and then a loss of life to Mariah as well. 2 life total.
Wait.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
2. You're doing 2 damage to me.
Yeah, 2 damage to you.
Okay, you said that. Okay.
Sorry,
Wait, what's causing the loss of life?
So Ziatora does 1 damage equal to the
From the
servo,
sacrificing a servant. Yep.
and then an artifact goes to the grave,
Oh, and marionette triggers. Yep.
and then the marionette triggers, and then
Okay.
And then I will make 3 treasure, which in turn makes 3 clue and 3.
Hashtag let Myrel attack.
I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will untap.
I forgot to play a land.
You did forget to do that.
It's okay.
Sorry, I'm counting mana now to see what I can do. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. So first things first, I will play a land for turn. Omnath trigger. That is enters the battlefield. Warstorm Surge trigger, I will do 5 damage to Mariah directly.
Okay.
Um,
And that's the storm trigger, not Omnath, right?
Yeah, it's not Omnath. Omnath does
Yes.
the damage whenever an elemental dies. I get to do 3 damage.
Okay.
So that was yeah.
And you attacked me with Omnath directly earlier, right?
I did, but this doesn't count as damage from Omnath.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that I didn't
You-
mess up earlier.
You need to untap Omnath, right?
I do need to untap Omnath. Sorry, I'm a little
No, you're good.
frazzled as I'm putting out my.
I'm trying to help. I'm
Yep,
just trying to help.
Oh no, I did draw for turn. That was how I got the land. Fuck. I saw that. I don't need to have that information, so I'm just gonna put it on the bottom of the deck. I'm very frazzled because I have too much mana.
What a problem.
Yeah, what a
I don't know
problem to have.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
I can't wait for
I'm-
someone to get enchantment removal and remove your black market, Brandon.
That's so valid.
I'm gonna tap 4.
I don't know.
And-
Warstorm Surge seems more painful to me.
I'm gonna tap 4 and Blighted Woodland to sacrifice Blighted Woodland and search for 2 basic land cards and put them on the battlefield tapped. So I will go get a basic forest that comes in tapped and a basic mountain that comes in tapped. Both of those will be 2 more Omnath triggers. I should have a separate one for the ones that don't have summoning sickness. So this is 5 don't have summoning sickness, and 3 do. When they come into, when they both come in, Warstorm Swords triggers. I will do 5 damage to Strike and 5 damage to Brandon.
Okay.
So I'm just passing it around.
28.
Then I will shuffle my deck. And then, unless someone has a way to stop me, I think I could kill everyone.
I don't know how you would be doing it, so I don't know if I have something that could stop you.
All right. I will then tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and cast Boundless Realms. Search my library for X basic land cards, where X is the number of lands I control. Put them onto the battlefield tapped.
Yeah, how on earth would we have predicted that, Jamie?
Hold on.
I can. Hold on. Before you hold on, I need to count how many lands I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lands. So that'd be 15 Warstorm Surge triggers. 15 times 5 is 50, 75. So it's 75 damage. So I can't kill everyone.
Okay.
But then you go to combat.
That'd be 2 more.
No.
Well, then I go to, yeah. So
Jamie.
Boundless Realms is on the stack. Brandon, yeah.
Let's talk.
Wow.
Okay, I'm listening.
Even if he
Let's-
kills you last, he's still got lethal for you.
That's true. I am just
I'm
pointing
going to
out,
go ahead and collect my things.
I am just pointing out, if you just did 25 to everyone, that puts me and Strike at 3
That's true.
and Mariah at
15.
15.
Oh, Jamie, if I were you, I would kill 2 people this turn. It's like 2 less boards to worry about. I don't
Hey,
care if
that's-
you kill. If I'm one of those people, like realistically, that
That's
seems like the better
true.
choice to me.
How
I am just
many-
letting you know, I will make sure Mariah has a fighting chance if you kill me.
Jamie,
I-
you have how many unsummoned sickened elementals?
I have 3 that have summoning sickness and 5 that don't.
Okay, so then your play is to kill Mariah and Brandon and then kill me because I don't have enough blockers to
Wait.
stop you.
No, because you're getting 15 more, Jamie. Whenever land enters the
With
battlefield under your
summoning
control.
sickness.
Yeah,
With
Right,
summoning
they all have
sickness.
summoning sickness.
but
Yeah,
right.
so I
can't
can't
swing this
swing
time.
with them.
But
Okay.
I only have the 1 blocker and no way to stop that many, so that's enough. That's enough to swing for lethal on me.
Oh, okay. So hold on. We're gonna do this then. Mariah, is there anything you want to do? We're gonna do priority real quick. So Mariah will be next.
So-
In response,
Yeah.
Is
I'm
there
tapped
anything?
out.
Okay.
Boundless Realms is on the stack.
Strike, is there anything you want to do?
Scoop.
If you scoop, then I have 1 less target. And
I mean, it's over mathematically at this point.
Not yet.
See, Strike
Not
is
if-
just like me in this regards.
not
I-
if Brandon
I
has a
won-
response.
Not yet.
All right.
That's
what
why
do you
I
got,
just
Brandon?
I have a list of things. I have clues and food and other things over here. Just give me a second. I am going to tap 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 mana
Okay.
and crack 3 clue tokens.
Okay.
Marionette trigger. So I'm gonna
Okay.
draw 3 cards, and I have 3 marionette triggers.
Okay, that's 3 damage.
So Jamie, take 3.
So I will take 3.
I'm then gonna draw 3 cards.
A voice crack as you're trying to rope like top deck something.
I am going to crack all of my treasures, dealing another 6 damage to Jamie.
crack all of your treasures, dealing another 6 damage to me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You have 6 mana floating.
6 mana floating. I am going to
Eat 3 food.
no, because that won't help. I'm trying to help all of us, even if it means I'm dead. I'm gonna play Return of the Wild Speaker. I'm gonna draw 6 more cards.
Wait. Return of the Wild Speaker?
Instant. I draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures I control, which is Ziatora.
Okay, so you draw 6 cards.
5, 6.
Right.
I am just trying to top deck at this point. Actually, sorry. I know I'm trying to do this as efficiently as possible. Let me actually keep a treasure just in case I need a specific color.
So I will go back up a life.
Yeah, go back 1 life. All right. Look, I tried, okay?
No, I think it's funny that Strike and I have the same mentality where it's like, it's clear, the winner is there. Let's just go. Let's just concede.
Yeah. I was
and
gonna
everyone's
say,
like, no, let's play it out.
We can
Do
get
you
in
want me
another
to play
game
this
if we
out?
would.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want me to play this out? Because otherwise it's...
I wanted to see if I could draw something. No, we can scoop.
Okay.
Okay, it is 8:13 Central Time. I'm down for another one.
I'm
I will
good for
probably
another
have to
game.
step out because how late the next game will go.
Okay.
I mean, you never know. This one went pretty quick.
It would not have gone as quick if I did not draw that Boundless Realms.
Yeah, no, that's what did it.
I just want to say that in the predictions, I voted for Jamie.
I want to say that in the predictions, I voted for Mariah.
So I'm
But I'm
going.
right, so
I am going, since I didn't vote, so that way I could choose the outcome.
Yeah.
Because if you're a mod, you can't vote
If you
and
vote,
choose.
you can. Yeah.
So Jamie won. To the people who put like 9,000 points on Mariah, I'm sorry. To the people who supported me, thank you for supporting me. I tried.
Oh, I'm gonna get so many points from this.
I put 1,000 points on Mariah.
So, because someone private messaged me about how we run Wednesday Night Magic before we fully wrap this up and start a new game. What happened was that Jamie put Boundless Realm. That's the name of the card.
I played. Do you want me to explain it?
Sure, you go ahead and explain it.
So, Omnath, the commander that I played for this game, I'm probably going to switch decks for the next one. Omnath, the commander.
Won.
Omnath did win. Omnath is a 5/5 creature that whenever a land enters the battlefield, I get a 5/5 red-green elemental creature token. Basically, I get another Omnath without the ability. On top of that, I also had the enchantment Warstorm Surge. Warstorm Surge is that whenever a creature enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to either target creature or target player. I get to choose the target. I had, at the time, 15 lands on the field, and I cast a sorcery for 7 mana called Boundless Realms. Boundless Realms allows me to go find X amount of lands and put them on the field tapped, X equal to the number of lands I control, which would have been 15 triggers on Omnath, and thus 15 triggers on Warstorm Surge. So that would have given me 75 damage to pass around, which would have been 40 to Mariah, 30 to Brandon, and 5 to Strike, which would have left Strike with 23. I then would have still had 25 damage plus 6 commander damage because of the Sword of the Animist of attackable creatures for a total of 30 more damage at Strike, only 5, at most 6 of which he could block, which would have been a total of 25 to his 23 life.
By the way, and then why I was trying to draw cards is because I wanted to pull the Seiju who endures, and I would have gotten rid of Warstorm Surge.
Yeah,
Could
you
you-
could have handled it.
Because channeling's instant speed.
Yep.
Yep. So, and that would have basically, if you had gotten that, then it would have shut me down because you would have destroyed Warstorm Surge. I still would have gotten all those elementals because of Omnath, but I wouldn't have gotten the Warstorm Surge triggers because the Warstorm Surge would have been destroyed on the stack before the Boundless Realms went off. So I would have gotten 15 elementals, 5/5, but I would not have gotten all of that damage triggers.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So
So, we are gonna go to a VRB so we can do some rearranging. I'm gonna continue playing Ziatora.
I'm gonna switch decks. I don't know which one yet, but
Okay. I will stick to Ziatora.
Okay. Well, then I will probably head out then. It has been great fun. Congratulations, Jamie. I'm not surprised in the least.
I am, okay? I didn't think that's like that is the best Omnath can feasibly do. Anything beyond that's as good as Omnath's ever gonna get.
I mean, that's what Omnath's meant to do, is like landfall. Like that's what happened there. But tune in tomorrow or on Brandon's channel, don't forget, for his birthday stream.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye everyone.
Bye, Raya.
So I'm gonna throw us to a BRB, and we will be back very, very soon. I'm gonna see if we can get a fourth player in the meantime.
Sounds
Good.
good.